I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Welcome to episode number 14. Yeah?
15, man.
Welcome to episode number 15 of the OpTic podcast. Today's guest is Mike Flamesword Chaves, as my Siri says.
Can we turn the AC down? It is cold.
I did. I literally went upstairs
cold,
before
man.
this started. It's freezing.
I'm gonna be like this
You
the
guys
entire
shut it
time.
off before last night?
No.
Around 10?
No.
Who shut it off, though?
At night, I keep
Cram.
it cold because I love sleeping cold. But when
It
I
was-
wake up in the morning,
Well, there's a
it's the
difference
first
between
time.
cold, okay, and where you sleep.
True.
Yours is like
Yeah.
freezing.
That is,
the first
we
to
have a
agree.
difference. Like when people say cold,
It has to go. Yeah.
Yours is freezing too.
Yours,
Bitch's is,
mine-
Actually
like,
freezing.
burning
the hot. It's like a sauna.
What is yours like?
Mine's cold, like Bose's. Mine is
It's
either
that
as
cold?
cold as yours or not.
The
as
problem
cold.
is when we set the AC, it's literally on 75 degrees. I know what 75 degrees feels like, and it's not what's in my room.
No, yeah.
It's like
I
50
agree.
something.
It'll
It's
say
gotta be-
71, but it really means
You know,
52.
you know what you need to do?
Oh,
You need
it's
to grab
bad.
a thermostat,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yep.
test it to really see what it's like.
I'm
I'm
in
not
there.
It's
even
in the
joking.
50s, man.
It'll hit. I say, I'm so serious. I think it'll be, on a good day, you get a cool 63.
Jeez.
On one of the bad
That'll feel
days,
nice.
We
I
just gotta
say
get the
creep
gun.
57, 58.
Really?
Bro,
That cold?
I swear to God,
Look,
it's freezing.
It
Yeah,
is cold,
it's
and
a
you
lie.
feel it more because it's summer, and then when you walk in,
Yeah.
it's like somebody out there, somebody that watches this podcast or knows anything about ACs. There's got to be something wrong. There's got to be like a lever that you shut off, or that you move, or that you control the AC better, because
You need
Something
that
like
gun.
whenever the vents, kind of branch off to the separate rooms, I think everybody's is blocked off, and all the cold air goes to my room, goes to Bose's room.
See, that's my problem. I have the vent literally over my bed and my station. So anytime anyone ever touches it, I just feel Antarctica falling right on my head. It's bad.
Yeah,
The
I
the
turn
one
it
is
off.
literally pointed at
Yeah,
my
I do
face.
got one over my station, over my bed. It's the worst.
Exact
And
same two
my
spots.
thing's messed up because if I use my T mic, this mic, when I'm making
Yeah.
a video, you can hear the vent like struggling to get the air out, but it's struggling. But it's the coldest air I've ever felt. Like, it's the worst situation ever.
I just don't get it. There's got to be like several vents that you guys aren't covering, because I walked into Big Timer's room and he had like video game covers like on one,
Oh, yeah, I
a
gotta
book
buy
on
one.
another, a MacBook on a third, and then nothing on like on another exhaust, or I don't even know if it was an exhaust or something, but
I'm going in.
it was bad.
There's one over here somewhere, but I heard it just go off.
They're all right above
that's
us.
what it is. Yeah,
So
that's
that's
what it
why
is.
we're cold.
Yeah, it's not that cold down here though. And what sucks is that in the winter it was super cold down here. Now it's like
You know what
normal.
the thing is? I think there's too many. Why? I can see 3 from sitting right here.
3,
For this one little corner
4,
of the basement.
5.
Holy shit.
They don't stop. You keep looking. There's more.
Yeah, it's a problem, man.
It's ridiculous.
No, well, it's not as bad as it was in Vegas. And I always say, after the winters that we've had these last couple of years, I've always said that I would not complain about the heat. So I'm not complaining about the heat. But Vegas, goddamn, that was over the top.
Over the top cold, or
Hot.
Bro, it's 106.
Yeah.
100
I
degrees
believe
in
it.
the middle of the
It
night.
was like, go back inside.
Ooh, if you
It's
walked
bad.
outside with no sock, or actually, bro, if you were to walk on that road with no socks on,
You peel off.
yeah, you'd peel off for
You
sure.
peel off.
100,000%.
you like cook food on it, like throw
Oh,
an egg into it.
I'm so convinced we're on the track where
Yeah.
the cars were. You can cook an egg on that ground for sure.
Oh my God, we fucked up a little bit. We should have grabbed the egg and done it for the vlog.
There's
You're
that one
right.
spot. There's like all these satellite or whatever they are, solar panels, and they say during the time
yeah.
of winter and summer when the birds fly to like shelter and stuff, they don't know that it's there, so they go over it and they just all get toasted,
Yeah.
fried up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it
it-
kills the bird.
Yeah,
Kills
it was
them on
an
the spot like
Ian's
that.
video. I don't know. Did you capture that?
No, I was
Ian
driving.
recorded it.
Recorded
And
the birds dying.
no, recorded there's this like
It's like
contraption in the middle of the
yeah.
desert, right? And then this contraption is like this big tower with a light,
Yeah.
and then around it there's like a million satellites. I'm sorry, not a million satellites, solar panels, right? And then Dan hits me up and he's like, "Hey, I know that you said you were gonna fly your drone. Don't, because apparently it's like 500 degrees there, and the second you get there, it'll melt the crap out of anything there."
Jesus. Lord.
It was that hot, bro. And it was so bright, but that was in the middle of the desert. Obviously, you expect it to be that
Damn,
bad.
That's literally like.
You saw it? Did you see it?
Yeah, no, yeah, it was like shot. Like if you, it's like so bright, like it.
You
like
get
see the
blinded by it.
reflection, Yeah, you kind of get almost like.
Yeah, bro,
whoa,
it
I
was-
can't
it
believe
was-
that.
reflection off the solar
Yeah.
panels.
Yeah.
No, off of this one light.
Yeah, that was at the top, right?
Yeah.
And
Bro,
it
it was as
would
bright. It
just
was brighter
bounce
than the
off
sun.
Like
everything.
the beacon in Minecraft. Like
Yes,
it was all just,
yes.
Okay.
But it was brighter than the sun. It was midday, and that thing was white and bright. All right, that's how bad it was. But that's how hot it was. I wish we would have had the foresight to say, hey, for the vlog, let's cook an egg on the street to really demonstrate how hot it is.
I
Should
wish.
have had me there, man.
You should have came.
For the steak.
I would have
You
possibly.
should have kicked up the steak.
You
up
should have
there.
came. Why couldn't you come? Why couldn't you come?
I was actually at a gymnasium. I was sliding down bouncy houses with my 5-year-old niece at the time of this.
So you like her more than us?
She's okay, I guess.
She could do that
She's
at
only
6.
my
That's-
niece.
So,
She's
so
only
you went
my
to,
niece.
She's
to
only family.
so you went down to Arkansas and wait a minute.
Kansas.
Wait a minute.
Don't
Did you go?
pronounce it wrong.
Did you go to Rendezvous?
No ribs happened, nothing like that. Where did we eat? We ate at they just put in an on the border Mexican restaurant. That's where I had the pulled pork tacos.
Like the actual on the border Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, it was pretty average.
They have
chain?
one here. It
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot.
They all kind of suck. Honestly,
Didn't we
I
eat
told
there?
you I've been going to like different taco places.
Yeah.
I've
I
been to
feel
like
me-
5
I
or
think
6
me, you,
different
Hex
ones.
ate there
Mm,
on the border. I feel like I
On
heard
the-
of
It's
us
the one
three?
by the protein bar.
Yeah.
By
That
all
one.
that. Yep.
Yep.
I've never
I've
with
never
you.
eaten there,
Yeah.
What's at the protein
Alright,
bar? What do they
alright.
have there?
trash.
That's, yeah, that's
Protein.
Will's spot.
They
man.
got one good shit. Look, the only thing I get is the peanut butter, or what's it called? The Wrigley peeled. It's like a peanut butter banana
Well,
shake. It tastes great. Everything.
It's
I
kind of
went
hard to
there-
fuck up a peanut butter and banana
Yeah.
shake.
Just
Yeah.
put in a lot of peanut
I
butter.
said the same thing about the Fruit Loop shake. I mean, how hard could that one get?
You had a Fruit Loop shake?
What was it, Fruit Loops?
Yeah,
right?
he
It
had
was
Fruit
dis-
Loop.
it was
I
disgusting.
had a
agree.
PB&J one, and I mean they messed up the PB&J one.
It was
You know
like-
what? You know what we need? We need a juice bar like the one they have in New York, the one that Casey Neistat goes to like every morning. He legit like walks in there and gets like a cup of like kale whatever.
It's Mariano's, man.
No, this is different. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Choose.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think I'd be like I'd go in there and be like, drink it. But it's funny watching YouTubers, and I'm talking about Casey specifically in this case, but just watching, like, you don't know how much you influence people. Like, since we're doing it on a day-to-day like basis, it's our lives to just do YouTube videos.
Yeah.
We don't see the type of influence that we have until you're influenced yourself by somebody else.
Yep.
Right? Like, I never said, it's like, man, I really wish I could go running. Right? I see this dude running. I'm like, oh, I wish I could run. I see this dude on a boosted board. I'm like, that looks fun. I'm going to buy a boosted board.
Yep.
The dude's like getting amazing shots with the drone. Like, I've literally, like, this dude, somebody needs to pay this guy something, okay? Like, I'm not saying that he's hurting or anything because he's doing well for
I
himself.
think he's getting paid pretty well.
I think he's doing all right.
But the amount of stuff that I have bought just off of seeing like his videos, like he said, the Sony RX100 is the best camera out there. I bought it. Right, the drone.
That's why you bought the camera you used?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Never
then,
knew
well, it
that.
wasn't until I dropped it a million times because I literally will grab it and then use this as the like I'll grab it like this and use that as the tripod.
Honestly, I think you even started doing that because Casey Neistat is like really bad with cameras and will like destroy them. You didn't start like throwing your camera down and shit until he started.
Yeah,
He broke one,
exactly.
so Hex said, I gotta do something to break my
Yeah, it's weird. Again, no, I get what you're saying in that case, and maybe
It's
right.
possible.
It's possible because I don't know. I caught myself like in one of my vlogs a long time ago. I went like this, right, and then I cut when I was editing it. I was like, I caught myself. I'm like, yo, you just copied like
I
Casey.
did that one time in a vlog too. I did the
Right,
same
but
thing.
yeah, and then but the thing is this, right? When you hang out, like everybody in this house has similar mannerisms because we're with each other
That is
so
true.
much.
That's how it was when I used to watch
365.
PvP a lot. Like when I started making my YouTube comment, I would start them off like, "What's going on?" Like just how they or how
Imitating
they ended. I
theirs?
would catch myself like, "Oh, I'm copying his
Oh, that
swag."
ain't me.
Yeah, I mean, think about the stuff. Like everybody in this house is 100%, right? Will one day said 100%, and then everybody started saying 100%, 100%, and now everybody at the house says 100%, right? So the more time you spend with people, the more that their mannerisms and tones and ways of speaking like rub off on you.
No,
Right, so I
agree.
figured if I'm spending every morning, watching this
Watching
dude,
video, yeah.
I'm gonna pick up some of his mannerisms. I mean, look at all the COD kids, all the professional Call of Duty players. They all talk
That's
the same.
dumb lit.
Literally
They,
just
they
alike.
all talk the same.
literally it's like
I talk like
I
that
feel like
now
I-
just to fit in with them, dude.
I
I
was
don't know what the hell they're
like,
talking
it's kind of
about.
like almost like
See-
embarrassing,
Yeah,
like
for
to
sure.
walk places with certain people because they'll say something just like get roasted. People are looking like
Okay, now, yeah.
roasted. Fuck you talking about, roasted?
Yeah.
I'll say it just to stay relevant. At this point.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. But I was like back to where we were at. Like the influence that somebody has on you is like incredible. So, guys, if you guys are watching, don't get too influenced by us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Don't curse.
Or be aware of it. Be aware of it.
Be
Don't
aware
swear.
of that one.
Don't swear. Like we
You think
have.
there's someone out there that like just watches my videos so much that they kind of just act like me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to meet that
Bro,
person.
one day, check it out. One day we were walking through the mall. I think it was you, It was you and me for sure. I don't know who the third one was, but there was some kids on top of the escalators, and they're like, "Yo, yo!" You know how people say like, "Yo, no, yo."
Yeah, I know
Call
what
of
you
Duty.
mean.
Like,
Yeah.
anytime somebody does something, it's like,
yo,
yeah,
yo.
they were doing that. I was like, man, this is really an epidemic. Like, this is like we have to
Y'all are
save,
fucked.
we have to save the children. Like we have to be a little bit better.
To be an example.
But it's also a good thing, right? Like I didn't like health wise. I'm like I want to drink healthy, like this guy's doing. And I know I'm sounding like the biggest fanboy ever, but it's not even that anymore, right? It's just like you hang out with somebody so much through screen or not, you pick up some of that stuff. So influences you could be good or bad. It depends on what you're watching. So
sure.
let's move on from there.
What's up with Halo, man? What's going on with the?
Yeah,
With the boys?
Okay, well, no, first, no, coach.
Coach.
Because this is why he's asking. Because we had a talk. He's like, "Yo, man, this guy boots me off the Halo spot, wants to coach, and now he's not coaching."
Need to know what's up.
You
What
made
you-
him miss the vetoes? Like,
No.
what's up?
Vetoes have nothing to do on me, first of all. And, I mean, just to be clear, coaching of any gaming is not like an NFL, NBA coach. I'm not telling them the strategies every single day.
I got your back
because that's
here,
from you
Mike.
playing. All right? I feel like the position that I'm in, I get harassed more as a coach. No idea why. I'll go in there. We qualified me coaching. Good job. I miss one day. They do better without you anyway, so don't even come back next time. It's like,
people say that.
all types of things. I'm like,
No, but
I
the
don't
thing
like.
is-
Wait,
I-
but that's your team saying that, though. That's not even the fans.
No,
saying it.
well, no. If that's the team saying that, then they have the problem of being professional players not being able to remember a power up time. It happens every
Yes.
2 minutes.
They don't
That's on them.
understand coaching is Mike's job is to show up and coach them. They think he's a manager.
Actually, yeah.
Ooh.
I want to talk about the hype too. I think this hype thing is beyond nonsense.
Whoa,
like
stop.
how you're just supposed to hype the players up and all
Yeah.
that. Like when someone tells me that, I'm like, well,
it's dumb.
when I won my 3 championships, there was no one behind me saying, "Let's go, we got this," getting all loud. It was just the times exactly like I do.
Yeah.
And so like the entire team kind of I've seen it happen where people are like, "You guys got to get more hyped into it." I'm just like,
Oh, I
that's
hate
not
that.
their play style. Like literally, that's who you are as a person watching, and
Yeah.
there's no problem with that. But
Yeah.
they excel best being calm, their monotone selves.
I feel like that whole thing started like as I retired too. Like as I was starting to stop playing, everybody thought getting hyped was like a super cool thing. Boy,
Yeah.
I was out there, cool, calm, and collected.
Right.
Just bam, 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 victory, win,
Zap, zap.
championship.
And that's
Zap.
it. That's all you got to do. Go in, do your job.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
That's
all
it.
like I could see if it's like a physical sport like football or something
Yeah.
like that. You need to get hyped. But
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
mental game. So the more mentally aware you are, I mean, if you're up screaming and shit, you can't. Think
No way.
straight.
Yeah, but
No way.
you have people like Krim who like actually thrives off of
Feed
that.
off.
And,
Yeah. No, I agree
But
with
then
that.
you have
There's
people
different
like Seth. Like even when you guys competed, like that was never our thing. I mean, if you look
Yeah.
at Formal, like every so often he'll get hype, right? I get it. No, and I agree 100%, right? Because sometimes, like I remember, I don't know who it was, but they would like somebody would get super hype and be like, "Yo, chill out, man. Like,
Yeah.
calm
Oh,
down."
Clay.
Clay, was it
Clay
Clay?
and Nade.
Uh,
That's how it was. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's get it, Clay. Needs to relax.
Those are 2 different spectrums.
Boy, calm down. What you doing? Good shit, Clay.
all right, so sorry, we interrupted
But
you.
yeah,
Go
with
on.
the team, they got vetoes. I'm not quite sure why they missed the last veto. That has nothing to do with me. I think that was a traveling day for them coming to Anaheim or something, and that's why they ended up missing it or whatever.
What does that mean exactly? What do you mean miss vetoes?
Vetoes is like for that week they pick. I don't even know because I get the emails and like this week I saw an email of 5 game modes. They said they're going to be playing, but then they said, but we're going to start the vetoes at 9. So I'm guessing after everything's vetoed, that's what they'll play if they veto
No,
every
it's
other
like-
game.
They don't
It's
just do the
like-
vetoes
it's like
right before the match.
They give you the
starts?
maps.
Well, that's what I don't get because I got an email saying what maps they're about to play,
Yeah.
but then it's like at this time we will also do vetoes.
Well, vetoes. I think vetoes, if they already have the maps, are just hosts. So like, all right, I get game 1, you guys get game 2, and I forget how the next 3 go, or you pick the.
or
maps,
maybe they
like,
have 7 maps and then you just pick 5.
It'll
Yeah.
be you can pick the maps or
Yeah.
in which it has to be the same order. So for COD it would be Hardpoint, S&D, CTF,
Yeah.
and then repeated.
Yeah.
But it has to be in that order. But you pick the map, which map you want to start first, and which map you want to start first. The second team picks the map and which map they want to host.
Mhm.
So if you pick game 1 host, if you pick we'll host first map, they pick the next map and the next host they want.
Ah.
Okay.
So it's like a little system.
I'm way more confused. Like
Yeah.
before.
I
But I'm
tuned out.
kind of there. I'm kind of there.
I don't know what you just said.
Overall, though, I mean, we play every team twice in the league. The way the league works is at the end of it, just like NASCAR, you see what position you're in. If you're in the bottom 2 positions, then you'll play the 2 amateur teams that made it out of the challenger spot,
Uh-huh.
which I'm 100% sure any team that comes through that, we wouldn't lose to them. I can't see us losing to any of the amateur teams yet, just because we play the best teams every single day for practice, while those guys are practicing the top AM. So it's two different skill sets.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll see once we get to that point. But we play each team twice, one more time. I believe we're 3-3 or 2-4, one or the other. And we've lost to the teams that we lost to are all the top teams. We had the two best teams week 1, CLG and EG. So we took game 1 or game 2 off of CLG, which was impressive because when I was on the team screaming them, it was like, it was the best thing in the world if you could take a game from them. And APG just joining the team and the first 4 games for them to take a game just shows how much potential they do have. So now that everything's kind of calmed down, I was traveling, they were traveling, and everyone's back at their house, at their own station, I feel like we're going to see the OpTic Halo people really want to see.
Wait, is CLG still like
The number
that
1
team?
juggernaut, OpTic Gaming, yes.
They still don't lose.
Yeah, they still don't lose. No.
And who's that roster?
That is Snakebite, Royal 2, Frosty, and Lethal.
Okay. What about
Lunchbox.
Braden?
Braden.
Who's
Braden.
that?
He's on Team Liquid, so that's who we played in winners bracket for the LCQ. They went through the winners and we went through losers to qualify for the last 2 spots. That team is Braden, Unlegit, who goes by Echo now, and I don't remember the other 2.
He changed his name like mid Halo.
Yeah, there used to be a Halo Pro called Too Legit, and then he switched it to Legit, and then his name was Unlegit, this guy. So he was like, I don't want people coming back from the old school days, and it's like, oh, it's legit, and then it's like, I'm not legit, I'm Echo.
Yeah. I'm not legit.
So what happened to did Nated for sure like retire?
Nated
Done playing?
Hiatus. I'd say
okay.
it's a hiatus, kind of like mine.
Yeah.
Well, mine's like an off and on,
Right.
and he's gonna for sure come back after season 1. I could definitely just see him just taking time off, and whatever he does, he does.
Got it. All right. So overall, I mean, you think that the team's?
I think the
'cause
team's good.
I can watch as much as I can watch, but I don't know the inner turmoil or inner problems that are. I mean, Ace isn't here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it's like I miss waking up and.
Wait, Ace left for good?
I don't miss
No,
waking
no,
up
no,
to my
not-
door
left
getting
the
knocked
house.
at, no, at the house.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
I get my room back to myself. It's great.
Aaron
don't-
Aaron was here for a solid like 2 months.
Bro, the dude's like, it's like Mike's like.
I'm
and-
sleeping on his stream, man, just chilling in the background.
Yeah, Mike's like, hey, we're gonna have a LAN here. We're gonna have like people are gonna come and practice for me. I'm like, sure. Boom, fucking 3 months later, I'm like, Ace. And it was good having him here, right? Like, he's a fun dude, but also because the smooth competition challenges, that was pretty good to have somebody that athletic that I can compete against. And wait, I thought you had scrims. You guys can't
So what are
see
you
Nick
looking
off
for hits
camera.
for?
All right, so you guys can't see Nick off camera, but he wanted to do the podcast, and then he's like, "No, I got Vito." So I'm like, "You missed him before? Just come to the podcast."
Just on the podcast.
It's like encouraging
Scream
him.
after.
All right. Where were we? All right. So Halo's all good, right? You went to
overall, I think they're gonna do great. It's good. All set, a great roster, and I think with time they're gonna do great. And we have plenty of time in the league.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Where was you haven't had your bike in a minute, and then we'll get to the yawning man's Mercedes, the big body.
Yeah, it's gone.
No. Hold on. Save it.
Okay.
Save
I
it.
know it's hard.
Dead, dude.
Where was your bike?
My bike was in the shop. Nothing crazy. It was just routine maintenance, oil change. My headlight went out. There's a track like an hour away, so I got double compounded tires to be able to go on the track and learn how to actually knee grab and slide and all that. And then
You need to learn how to do that. Why?
because I want to just be able to do it. 5'7".
Do that on like public streets?
No. I see, like, there's certain public streets that I have seen that I'll be like, I'll try it, but I won't go like all out. But 5'7", from what I've been told, is like the perfect MotoGP height. Like that's the height.
You'd
So
also be good at like a Kentucky Derby or something like that.
could
You
be,
like
but see,
a
you have to lose a
jockey?
lot of
Yeah,
weight
jockey.
to be on one of those horses,
Do you?
and that's something I do not want to do.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the track
option.
goes. If I'm that good, then I'm that good. If not, then yeah.
Oh, you're gonna try that on the track?
Yeah, no, that's the whole point.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm gonna go to the track
I should
day
go
one.
with you and fly the drone.
Do that, yes,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. Maybe not day one, but like as I get better, because then it'll look cooler.
Okay.
We might want to say that, but yeah, like if I go day one and I love it,
Stop eating
and
your nails.
And somebody turn the air back on, bro. Like,
You turned
it's
you turned it.
cold.
Uh-huh.
It is
All right, so now
freezing.
to sadder news. Will was about to get a new car.
Yeah,
He
I
was
mean, I still may get it this week, but the whole problem was it was literally in the middle of my entire trade-in process. Probably today or tomorrow already would have gotten rid of the car. It was near mint condition. I had 2 little mishaps. I swiped Ian. You were there in the driveway. And then they found some little dent that was in the back. I actually shouldn't say that. There was a little dent in the back, and they were going to have to fix that before the accident that happened Friday night, Saturday morning. I was coming back from watching The Conjuring 2. It was a late showing, and I was, like 10 minutes from the house. Medieval times.
Yep.
Right, the red light that's right there.
We gotta
Roselle
go.
and- huh?
We got to go to medieval times.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's good food. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I'm sitting there. There's no traffic at all. It's like 1
On your phone?
a.m. Huh?
You just chilling.
Not on my phone. I was looking at the road.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
looking at the.
Well, I'm saying if you were switching songs or something, like you're at a red light.
I was switching
That's-
songs on the car.
His phone,
Oh, my steering
his
wheel.
phone was nowhere near his handset. Damn.
Talking that is written in ink, brother. Come on. Nah, but I was sitting there. There's 4
Cut.
lanes.
Okay.
There's a
Fucking Bose.
You can't. What? You can't check your phone at a red light.
no.
Like,
No, you can't.
oh, I'm sorry, everyone.
That's why Reddit says this shit about you. All right, I'm kidding. All right, so you're just sitting there listening to Drake.
Yeah, so there was.
You're
I don't
draking.
know what song it was. There was 4 lanes though. There was a car right next to me. There was a left turn lane, 2 to go straight, and then 1 to turn into medieval times. And I'm sitting there and I look in my rearview mirror, and the girl that hit me, I'm pretty sure already had a broken taillight or headlight. I can remember that. I don't remember much from it because it just happened so fast. But I remember looking in my rear view, seeing a broken headlight. But that broken headlight was coming fast as hell, bro. Like way too fast. But she started veering off to like the right side of my car. I had never been in an accident before, so I didn't even think like.
So you saw this whole thing happen. It wasn't like,
I mean, yeah,
like you were looking forward and all of a sudden, boom.
It was literally like this. I looked at it. I saw her coming fast, but it looked like she was going off. So I was like, oh, she's going to veer off to the right, and she's just going to take that turn really fast. So I looked back down, and that was the last thing I remember. Bro, it was glasses came off. Like my active head restraints came out. Like,
Tell us what you said. What
I just
happened?
straight, like it took like 2 or 3 seconds because it was, bro, no idea how loud it was. And then I just said, holy fucking shit. Like I could not believe that just happened. It's funny now. It's scary. Bro. Like,
Yo,
What'd he say?
holy fucking shit.
and it was like as her car was like slowly rolling past mine too. Like I saw her and we kind of locked eyes for a second. And I was just like, what did you do to me?
Oh my.
What if she would have taken off? Would you have followed her?
Fuck yeah.
Was it a woman? What, boy, girl? What was
a
it?
girl. She was probably, I don't know how old she was, probably my age. But the worst part was, actually, there's 2 worst parts. One is that she came out, she had 2 different cell phones. I don't know if she was a drug dealer or what, but she came out. I didn't even call 911 at first. Like my car called, like as soon as the accident happened, I'm telling you, not a second afterwards, it called Mercedes and they picked up, but it's like they didn't know I was just in an accident. He answered like, oh, hello, this is Mercedes roadside assistance. How may I help you? And I'm still in shock at this point. I'm like, I was just in a fucking car accident. Like, send somebody, call the cops, do something. It was like the first time I was ever mad.
I shouldn't
bro.
laugh,
Like,
but I
was-
can't.
Like, Will has never been mad in his
Oh,
life,
dude,
right?
I was pissed.
He saw the
time.
Tesla just like fly away. You're like, nah.
I was so upset. But yeah, she came out. She was talking on one cell phone and then texting on the other. I was like, do you always have 2 cell phones? Like, what is the deal with that? She said she had a work phone and a personal phone. So I know she was texting for sure. Don't text and drive. It's serious. I'm telling you,
Don't
that
do that.
sound. Got a lot of emotional trauma going on right now. I've been having nightmares of that. My lower back, sore too. I told the insurance company that.
I was falling out the car like I was dead.
Yo, I had a similar accident too, but on the boosted board. It was just as traumatizing.
Oh, yeah. You still thinking about that?
Yeah, no, I mean I still get on it and drive
Yeah,
it.
actually,
But
we rode yesterday.
yeah, no.
But anyway, that was pretty much the extent. But the second worst part was She gave the wrong insurance information to the police officer at the scene. She was like trying to evade.
She was trying to dip out.
And then because I had never been in an accident before, I didn't know how any of that worked. I probably should have asked you, but I filed a claim. It was obviously not my fault at all. I filed a claim with my own insurance company. And then later that day, I was like, man, I need to call them back and just make sure what I did was right.
Yeah.
Then I realized I got to file a claim against her insurance.
Yeah.
So then I got everything worked out.
That's a
And the
hassle,
only
man.
last remaining thing I have to tackle is once they fix the car, they took full liability for it. They're going to pay for it. But I got to see what the dealership I was trading it into is going to give me, because even if the car is repaired 100%, it's going to be worth way less.
Yeah.
And then I'm either going to have to...
It's like a $10,000 hit.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sue Progressive for that if they don't want to give it to me or whatever. I mean, I'm going to tell them straight up, like, I don't want to do this, but I do have the time and resources to get that shit.
will.
one
Let
way
'em
or
know.
the other,
So you either
Let
give
'em
me
know.
the 10 G's or I'm gonna
or
take
I'm gonna
the
have
10
to come get
G's.
it. Yeah.
Plus more.
So it was a bad experience, but I'm through it. That was I'm alive.
Damn.
I might be more traumatized than you in that entire
Oh, if it was you
accident.
on the bike, man,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
dead.
even wanna
Like
think about
as
this.
soon as you came in that one day, it was like 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm
Yeah.
sleeping on the couch. Will just comes in, big
Yo,
bodies,
it was
big
Yeah,
bodies
you
down.
thought I got pulled over,
And
or
I'm like,
something, or
yeah, I was like, what do you mean? And big body's gone. Like, and I'm like, I just woke up. I was like, I have no idea what you mean. And then you tell me the story, and I literally go back to my bed. I'm just like, if that was me, I'm dead. I'm flying. It's my bike's on the ground, and I'm like a flying missile.
Yeah,
Dude,
I don't know
literally
where I'm
that
going.
Night, Will, it's funny that you said that. That night, I'm coming home from downtown. I'm in the middle lane, slow as hell, going slow. I'm like, all right, you know me, I can't take that.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I hit the left. As soon as I switch lanes to the left, there's a big ass piece of rubber in the middle of the road. I don't know what it was. It looked like someone's underlining came. I don't know what
Yeah.
it was. Literally hit it. I was dragging it for a
hit
little
it?
bit. You heard it go.
Wait, so
and
you
then it came
did
under
hit
my
it?
car. Yeah, I hit it. So I mean, I couldn't avoid it.
I thought it was in the middle lane from which one you
No,
got
it
out
was
of.
to the left. So car was here, I was here, and I was switching lanes, so I couldn't really see it. It was literally, I had like a half a second to react. I just hit it, boom. It was scraping them. Oh my god, fucking round 36. Here we go. What's wrong with my car now?
I took
I
an
stopped,
Uber.
There was literally like scratches, not scratches, just like scuffs on my car. I had to like rub them out hard as hell.
So what happened to
Luckily,
your back right tire?
It might be
With
on my
that all
back
that
side.
stuff that you kept pulling out?
No, I don't know what that
Oh.
was. I literally had a piece of wire on my car. It was like a piece of like little rope. I pulled it out one day, it was white. Next day,
where
it was
was it?
blue.
Like what?
It was crazy,
No
bro.
idea.
From where?
Like the side of my car, I had this one piece of like little like wiring, like rope that would hang out, and I would take it out. One day it would be black, next day it would be white, one day it would be blue. It was
Doesn't
like a
even make
fucking,
sense.
it was like a circus. It was like I was just pulling shit out.
It was like serpentine.
Never-ending rope.
My one accident that I had was when Jude was pregnant. She was like, it was before I even started doing this full time, I think. And we were driving her Honda Civic. It was when we hit hard times. It was right after the mortgage bubble. Your boy went from making X amount to a quarter of that amount. So I was in bad shape. I was like struggling. We're in a 1993 1993 Honda Civic. We're on the road. No, we drove. We had my father-in-law's car, right?
Yep.
That same car, he's had it for a long time. We were driving that. It was like 2009. We were driving it back from my sister-in-law's house in Joliet, for those of you who know. And we see in front of us a car like swerve, and then another truck like goes over this like big metal pole. Just it was one of those poles that you use to put the stop signs on, so just like really long, thick metal. We see that shit like flipping in the air, like boom, boom, and all of a sudden it pivots, and then it's now a spear.
You talking
And
about the metal? Or
Yeah, the metal.
Okay.
The metal.
This is
It's now a
Final Destination type
spear,
stuff right here.
and we're going that way, and all of a sudden, poof, we hit it. Right,
Wow.
the shit impaled the car. It fucked the radiator up. So we're driving, and all we hear is
Through the windshield or
no,
like
through the grill.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
through the
Yeah,
grill. Right. And it was a thick piece of metal, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
and all we hear is like grinding, and I'm like, oh shit, it must have gotten stuck under the car.
Yeah.
So I pull over, and bro, it was stuck in the front. So I get out there, bro. It was like literally like inches over there, and that shit would have gone through the windshield and either hit her or me or nobody.
That's my worst nightmare. You ever get behind the semi trucks that are carrying like those long rods or pipes
Yeah.
or
Or
something?
it was
There?
a big ass piece of like a tree. It looks. What are that?
the
Oh,
logs?
the oversized.
logs, yeah. There you go.
The
One of those
oversized
comes out,
load
goes through your
pickups?
windshield, you are
Yeah, you're done.
for
There's
it.
nothing you can do.
And it happened so fast too. Yeah, that whole experience just made me rethink cars because that was at 40 miles per hour. Can you imagine being in like a 70, 75 mile per hour car accident? No wonder people like really just die.
Dude, I'm just thinking like, what if she just hit you like 15 miles an hour more like faster, and your head would have hit the fucking steering.
If I didn't have my seatbelts on, I mean, my face would have smashed because my airbags didn't go off.
That's what I was gonna ask. Well, because it was from the back. Her
airbag went off.
Yeah, she was protected.
Yeah.
Did she come out injured or just what was just ribs as well?
She been there, done that.
Which I mean, I know this is gonna sound crass and inappropriate, but was she cute? Maybe it was a meet cute. You
Not enough that I wasn't mad at her when I saw her.
Yeah. So it wasn't like this
I was still upset when I saw her. Yeah.
Like this beauty comes out of the car and you're like, oh my god, you're really mad, but then
all
of a sudden you're like,
hey, I've been in your way.
He's like,
I know I was stopped too short.
He's like, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of not sorry. What's your name? Can I have your number along with your insurance?
I give an ultimatum at that point. You got to give me your number, and we are going on a date tomorrow. Make sure you're on time soon.
I didn't even call the cops either. I was lucky a police officer was driving by and just noticed it.
Wait, time out. You did say though that your Mercedes automatically called
emergency
it's
roadside
by itself.
Yeah.
What kind of car were you driving?
Spaceship, bro.
I don't think. Well, I got a nice car, but I don't think that it's got the OnStar. The OnStar. Look at that. I called it the OnStar. Huh?
I do have OnStar.
Yeah, I don't think it was through OnStar. I don't know what it was.
It had to have been. I mean, that's the only technology that's out there that does something like that.
Yeah.
Seth, does your Fusion have OnStar?
I'll fucking spite you and buy the Rari.
Oh.
Okay.
Sure you will. Seth, if you guys didn't hear that, Seth said I'll effing spite you and buy the Rari because I was asking him about his Fusion. But that's crazy, bro. So that again, like it's there's like a lot of dangerous shit that can happen. That's why you say traveling by plane is like so. Yep. Moral of the story: we need helicopters.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
Flying cars,
a jet.
We need to go faster.
Yeah, if anything,
faster the better, man.
Oh,
yeah, because look. I mean, I don't want to get too dark, so let's not even go there. Okay. All right, we're half an hour into this podcast. Okay, we've discussed a lot, but there's a lot of things that we haven't discussed. Okay, things that are happening. I want to talk about a lot of things that you just addressed some of the hate you were getting on Reddit. I want to address some of the hate that I'm personally getting
on Reddit
and everywhere. Everywhere. The store, right? Like people just assume that oh Hector, it's your fault, right? The store is it's not. It's not. I mean, it is and it isn't, right? It's out of my hands. Like we haven't had a store. Will, you probably don't know because you don't sell.
Yeah, how long is it? I've been meaning to ask you. I do want to get some shirts made because I finally got the logo.
Yeah, it's a dope ass logo. It's got the horns because you trade stock. You know what I'm saying?
Huh? On your Twitter page, is that the logo, the big T?
Yeah, I think I'll put that on my first line of shirts. So.
Yeah,
we can get that store up.
I like it. Yeah,
with the fans.
Yeah, you're with the fans, so you're mad at me now too.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well let me put you in your place then. Okay.
What is the problem?
Look, for the last 5 months now, if you think about esports and organizations and the way that the business works, merchandise is like a pillar, okay, of what you launch your platform on, right? You take advantage of the fact that there's a lot of friends out there that want to be a part of the green wall, they want to be a part of it, right? So they want to support, right? So we're like, all right, so this is money that we could use to like pay extra to move into a house quicker. For example, the Counter-Strike house that we're having problems with that. Things like that, right? So for 5 months, we've been losing out on a lot of money. And that's just
it's been down for 5 months.
5 months.
Wow.
It hasn't just been OpTic though. It's been OpTic, Pamaj, Seth, Ian, Bose, Mike, Midnight. Everyone is suffering because of this. Now, to clear the air on that and why that's happening, it's completely out of my hands. We have a contract, and this is something that if you guys don't know, if you don't create your own, if you don't make your own, or you don't manufacture your own shirts, you hire somebody and you have a contract with these people that you say, I'm going to use you as the manufacturer and fulfillment center for these things. That's why you're going to give me a special rate. That's why I'm going to make more money off of this thing. So the contract that we had with MLG is something that's always been there, right? Like it's who we went with. Yeah. They got acquired by Activision, and then they started saying, it was like, well, does Activision get the merchandise money because it's like a merchandising thing, or does it still go through MLG? And this whole, like, I don't know. Okay, that sort of business is way above my head. Okay, I can think about it and figure something out, but at the end of the day, they're the only ones that know like the way that the accounting system works in that big ass monster of a company, right? So we're out of luck, right? So I've gotten to the point to where I'm just like, I'm just gonna reopen Spreadshirt, put a couple of logos out there. The quality there is good, right? It's good. It's good cotton, right? The shirt that you're wearing right now by Brisk Mate is on an American Apparel 50/50 cotton and polyester shirt. How do I know? Because
I love the material.
Yeah, if I could have this shirt all the time, hell yeah.
yeah. So I get. See, I can't wear that. You know what I'm saying? The
You don't
Yeezys,
like it?
The Yeezys would be. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like three things. Like the reason that I want to lose weight is because it's not because I care about my looks. Because I know I'm handsome. Like I know this, right? I know that my personality takes me even further in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But one, I want to go. I want to be able to take Olivia to the pool, right? They go to the pool now, but you know, to really get into it, like you gotta be like in there, right? Like throwing her and doing it. Yeah. I can't go. Other people are gonna be looking. I'm semi a little bit famous, so if somebody takes a snap, it's like, yo, that's ET. You know what I'm saying? It's like, holy shit, that's ET, right? People immediately gonna be like, that's not ET, that's OpTic, right? So that's one, right? I'm a little self conscious about that, right? The other thing is that I have like all these dope ass like old school Call of Duty shirts in that style that I can't wear because the Yeezys. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get
I think
those.
that's the same material that was the Advanced Warfare shirt.
Yes.
Was made out of.
Yeah, all of them. The
Fine,
good
I'll put
quality.
that
The Exo Skull for the Exo suits from last year. Yeah, look at it. It's American Apparel 50/50 polyester. I just know. You know how I know? Because I watched How to Make It in America.
It's okay. Actually, I think you were wrong. What'd you say it was?
American Apparel?
No, I mean the percentage of.
50/50.
This is 50% polyester, 25% cotton,
Oh.
25% rayon. I've never even heard.
Oh
of
yeah,
that
me
before.
either.
Rayon.
That must be
I
the
think
secret
I think
ingredient.
it's some new way of
That
blending
must
it.
make it stretchy.
That's what helps it wrap around the bicep.
Yeah.
That's
So
the python.
so
That
the
is?
so the thing with it, the only reason I know that is because that's the type of shirt that Cam and Ben Goldstein from How to Make It in America, the show on HBO, amazing show, very entrepreneurial and very like success driven story.
They never finished that show.
Nope.
By the way?
I can't. I
2
can't believe
seasons,
it.
Bastards.
Great show.
Great show, Bastards. Anyway, so that's how I know what it is, right? That's how I know that those are the best shirts. So shout out to Ben Goldstein and Cam.
Bring the show back, man. I think you got me to watch. I think the first season. I don't know if
I had to lie to you, otherwise you wouldn't have watched
Yeah,
it.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was
And
so
I
good.
stopped watching whenever I heard it was.
It was so
Well,
good.
no, you stopped watching when you finished the fucking series, dude.
No, I watched the first season. I think I didn't finish the second.
You didn't watch the second season, bro? You gotta
You
watch
sure?
the second season.
I think we watched it. At
Okay, let me
School
see.
House.
Together.
Yeah, old school house. No, I watched it, and then I think Hex made you watch season 1. You liked it, and then I jumped on for season 2.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a
I
long
think that's
time
what
ago.
happened.
Yeah. So anyway,
Sopranos.
so the problem is not the
He's done.
problem does not lie on me, right? The problem lies on my willingness to be able to fight someone if I need to fight someone legally for kind of breaching contract and doing my own thing. But at that
So you
point,
just don't know who the rights.
no,
of
I
the
know that
shirts
they lie
was?
with me. It's a whole bunch of things. Like it's not even that, right? I would never get in a fight with them because I have a very very good relationship with them. So it's not even that, right? It's not. It's just I want to do things the right way, and you know what? At the end of the day, like it creates a little bit of hype, right? Like we have these amazing jackets right here. One of them already came out. That's gonna be sold. That's the bomber jacket, and then we have the anorak jacket, and then the tech jacket. They're coming out in different ones. The anorak is fire.
I love
Both.
that arachnid shit right there.
No, it's anorak.
That's my
Catch,
spider
catch me
jacket.
taking trips. No.
Anorak,
Anorak.
not arachnid.
Okay, from left to
And the
right, they
Batmobile
probably
looking
can't
like
see
a-
it, but it's
looking
Anorak
like Batman.
bomber
It's anorak tech jacket.
tech jacket.
Yeah, it's a tech jacket.
What's so tech about it?
It's the new stuff. Okay, so
Okay.
so this
How about you take it down? Just.
No, it's
show
good.
it.
People have seen it. I put it in my video. Okay.
Oh, you have? Oh, all right.
So anyway, it's really good materials. It's like, and the other thing is that like I want to do more, right? Like I don't just want to have like the OpTic gaming stuff that we have here. Like this is cool. It sells a lot, but that's cool. But are you really gonna wear that shit? Like if you're gonna go to a family party and you want to dress something nice, you're gonna wear whatever like cool stuff, right? So that's where the other shirts come in. Like the one that you're wearing right now, I think like falls a little bit more in line to where I would consider that not being traditional like stuff, because you can get that like at any skate shop, right? And it's not a gaming thing, so you can get it. It's like streetwear, right? And that's what I wanted with the Pyramid premium brand. Like that's what I wanted to do. That's where this line lies, and that's where the other designs lie. But we're never gonna steer away from like the traditional, cool, like wear this type of stuff.
Even that third one on the right, I don't know what that's called.
The
It's got
bomber
a,
jacket.
It's got a real like rustic vibe
Yeah.
to it. I like it.
Yeah,
That's a cool
it's
jacket.
legit.
Hell yeah.
It's legit. We almost sold out.
It's like you're about to fly like a.
We literally
1940 style.
we
How
had
many jackets were left? One.
We had 50 to sell. We have maybe like 4, but they're making more.
I need a medium.
Yeah, you can have that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, not that one. There's some somewhere. There's some
I'm gonna leave
somewhere.
that one up where it's at.
Yeah. So that's the explanation behind the store. Please be patient, and I know that the last thing I'm the most impatient person. The only patience that I have in my life is like for Olivia, and it's just because she's a girl and she's my daughter and she's young, and you just know that you have to be patient with kids, right? Yeah. But aside from that, no, go. No patience for this. Let's do this right now. Like I can't wait. Yeah. So that's my that was me addressing the community regarding like my issues with the.
Is there
with
an
the store.
estimate on the time it might be back?
Yes. By the time this video goes live, which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is Wednesday.
Yeah.
By the time this video goes live, if the store's not up, you better believe that your boy is not your boy right now. Your boy is really mean to whoever he's talking to.
So it's not gonna be like a month from now.
No.
Oh.
Well, okay. So yes and no.
Right.
Okay.
No
let me
promises.
address the yes first.
Okay.
Yes, it's gonna be like about a month to be the real store.
Oh, okay.
In the interim, we are gonna have stuff for sale: jerseys, t-shirts, and jackets and stuff, right? But when the new website launches, right? Because it's being remade, the website's the other thing that I wanted to address too, because the website's been in the works for like 6 months. But you guys, what we're doing is not just like, oh, website, here's information. It's like everything that's coming with it is not just like one thing, right? It's like
It's a lot.
the store itself is gonna have like endless amounts of stuff. Like if I open up my WhatsApp right now, okay, I see a scarf. Okay, that's a good scarf. I see hats for both Greenwall and regular. Dog tags for the pre-orders on the new stuff.
What app is this you're talking about?
No app.
You said you were.
No. This is this. If I open the
What?
merch, the new merch stuff.
Oh.
I was about
Okay.
to say, what app did you just open up?
No,
and
no,
why
no.
is your first preference scarves?
Yeah. So we have the scarf. We have dog tags that we're just gonna give away for free for pre-orders for being patient. We have back to school notebooks and pens. For the homies out there. Keychains, 3D pins for your lapels if you like to dress nice.
Ooh.
Okay, like these bands right here. Mouse pads, boys, mouse pads. And then obviously the jackets that you have seen Seth wear, the Letterman jackets pretty much.
So it's gonna be like the central hub
Yeah,
for
this is
all
gonna be a
things
nice little
OpTic.
hub.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So again, and I know that I always like fall behind the shelter that is Hector does however he wants. But it's for a reason, boys. All right, be patient with me a little bit longer, and you shall be rewarded, and we shall
Amen.
too.
So where do people go right now to the store that's selling the jerseys and all that we're currently
Are
selling?
we friends?
Yeah.
There is none.
Then why are you putting me in the spot to ask?
Because you said Wednesday.
Yeah,
Store won't be out,
Well, I
but
don't.
you could-
It's
okay.
shop.optic.tv.
Okay.
If not, check the
See,
Twitter for.
I don't know if it's like an
for Optic
Activision
Gaming.
thing
No.
or what.
No. No, it's not.
Are we friends?
No, it isn't. So yeah. So apologies for that. Next
I was
segment,
having a bad day when I felt about that.
and let's end this episode with some Twitter moments. Okay, North Korea reportedly fires a missile off the country's east coast.
Does it say where the missile is headed? Do I need to take cover?
No, we're in Chicago. It wouldn't make it this far. If anybody, the
It
West
wouldn't.
Coast is.
Missiles are long range, bro.
The West Coast are the only ones that. I mean, how long range are they? I mean, I don't know. I didn't really.
They could
I
definitely
think
reach
like
it.
thousands of
mean,
miles.
Has it? I mean, they've always like not dissolved, but they never really made it. They can't. I don't.
Just kinda
they
back
might
down.
be
No.
able to.
So I
No,
think
I mean, they've shot shit, but
the thing. Okay, so their problem is this, right? They can't legally. If I'm wrong, forgive me, know-it-alls. Okay, I do have Google like readily available, but what it is they're not real explosive. They're missiles, but
Yeah.
there's no gunpowder in them,
Okay.
or no plutonium, or nothing that would actually make it explode. What they're testing is the range. The
Right.
problem, and why that's a problem, is because if you continue to test, like, all right, we need more of this to make it go longer. The more you test to see how long it takes, or what you need to shoot it from North Korea to a central city in the United States, or from North Korea to
Washington,
wherever,
DC or-
wherever. That's why people say is like you can't have these sort of unsanctioned tests, right? So Kim Jong-un, man, the son, nepotism. You know what I'm saying? He got handed down the empire, the supreme emperor's role from his dad.
He's going to be reigning in North Korea like until somebody overthrows him or he dies.
Until somebody overthrows him and he dies.
Wow.
Right?
How much money is he have?
And he's young too, right?
Yeah, he's like I don't know how young he is.
All
He
the
looks like
money in
my
the
brother,
world
so
in
I'm just
North
gonna assume
Korea.
that he's like 25. Okay, so it's a bit of a problem, and it's kind of insane, right? If you look at any documentaries about that, like you literally see how brainwashed those people are, how insane it is that they are not allowed to speak a certain way. They're not allowed to have internet, right? Or internet that allows you to explore.
Right.
If you open up the internet, it's going to be literature about what you're supposed to be doing as a citizen, right? And like the insanity that is 2016 and this shit is still out there, like scares me, right? Because as human beings, we evolve with our technology, right? Our mentality, our way of life, and the way that we see everyone's unity. Am I boring you, Embos? Am I boring you? Is this boring to you?
My bad, man.
It's become an extension of who we are.
Yeah. So they have this this mentality where you don't advance with your technology. I mean, think about this, right? Think about everybody in not everybody in the Middle East, but the radicals in the Middle East who still have this primitive mentality or this really old school mentality about their religion, right? And then you give them this powerful weapon and technology. They're just going to be like, all right, well, we still think old school that women shouldn't be women shouldn't be allowed certain rights, and then other countries do. So you're going to be like thinking it's like, well, they're wrong. Let's bomb the shit out of them, and that's pretty much where we're at. So that's a bit of a rant and a problem that I see there.
I just wonder how much of a possibility it is for like a full scale. Because you think about it, it wasn't actually that long ago that World War II was happening. It was just 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, could World War III actually be a real thing? I mean, I guess it could.
Yeah, 100%.
It sure could. It just doesn't seem like a possibility because I've never lived through like a full scale.
That's going to be a scary war.
And it
Oh,
is,
it'd
and
be
it's going to be a scary war. Bro, think about it. Think about all the new technology, bro.
Chemicals, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, what if you
Biochemical.
if you
Yo,
lose
imagine
the war?
going to Chipotle and you just see soldiers in the street. Just
Yeah.
Like imagine a war happening outside. Like somebody was
it's
on
bad,
our
bro.
turf. It's nuts.
And it's all because of the technology. I mean, yeah, it's sad to say, but it would be better for us to have a war now than in 10 years, because in 10 years the whole world's fucking gone. Yeah. Everybody's gonna have like whatever it is that they're gonna have, and it's just like. It all comes down to one person, right? In that area. Yep. If Kim Jong-un says we're launching missiles today, goddammit, they're launching missiles, right? It's up to one person, and that's like insanity to me.
that shit's crazy to think about.
That's why Seth Rogen and James Franco went over there and took his ass out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got to do it.
How far? Technology-wise, how far away do you think we are from having actors like become spies and go on missions?
I bet we already have it, to be honest.
All right. Before we get into that, like we're just gonna end the episode here.
That was a how big is space?
Yeah.
That was one of those conversations.
All right, that's gonna do it for this episode, dudes. It was a fast one, even though it was. We went a full hour or close to it. But again, I go to New York tomorrow. I'm speaking on a panel. I will provide as much information I can on my social media stuff. Everybody's social media stuff is in the description below. If not, blame Hitch for it. Having said that, do you guys have anything to say?
Nope.
Peace, love, positivity.
All right, Mike, let Hitch know.
Let Hitch know?
Yeah.
Let him know.
Hitch, let him know.
Nope. Will, show him how it's done.
He's got to hit him with the music, bro.
Be like, Hitch!
Hit him with the music.
You don't know the music?
I do know the music.
Nope.
But
Dun, 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 dun.
I feel like it's... All right, Hitch, hit us with the music.